Cue it up, maestro. Go. All right, boys. It was upset Saturday this week, AC. Just about every top 10 team, well, 4 or 5 of the top 10 teams lost this week. Fortunately, Louisville didn't take part in that. Whipped Syracuse 28-6. I told you they were going to chill out the Qs in the Carrier Dome. Compliments to the D again. They played well. Dominant performance by our defense. They only scored 6 points. We got to continue to shower them with praise on that side of the ball, definitely, because they continue to produce. Maybe the offense will show up one of these days.
Yeah, we've played a lot of. I'm not going to say subpar teams, but they're not Clemson-esque. So we're going to see where that defense ranks this weekend, JP. I'm going to be there front row, and I'm ready to see them Cards take on them. Are they Tigers?
Clemson Tigers.
What are they, Tigers?
Kitty Cats, whatever.
Yeah, Kitty Cats.
We're going to see if we can tame them this week. Let's put it that way. So we'll talk about the defense a little bit. They had 2 more picks last week, James Sample and Gerard Holloman. We had 2 safeties. The entire nation has only had 1 safety this year. Louisville has 2 in 1 game this past week, so give the entire nation 3. Credit Louisville with 2 of them. Keith Kelsey had 9 tackles. The Q's was averaging 247 yards per game on the ground. We held them to 59 total rushing yards, so they were 5 of 16 on third down conversions. I always like to point that out because I think it's a key stat. So we'll give him one of those. Not so fast, my friends. Reggie was efficient, 12 of 22, 174 yards. He had a touchdown. We would still like to get more production from him, but it was only his 2nd career start, so I guess you kind of expect that things are going to be a little bit slow for him.
Yeah, he was playing at the Carrier Dome. You know, that noise can get to you, playing in the Carrier Dome.
So Brandon Radcliffe continues to shine. The guy's really doing a great job. 23 carries, 110 yards, 2 more touchdowns. 6 receivers caught balls. Gerald got back in the mix with a TD catch.
Yep.
And I know you like that, AC. So Brandon Radcliffe, 2 straight 100-yard rushing games. So I give Brandon a lot of credit. That's pretty impressive for the man.
Brandon ran like a man, a grown man. We talk about Dominique Brown, getting those yards and running upright. But for Radcliffe, he has the right speed and the power to match. He's working his butt off out there on the field.
He is, and that's why he's getting the majority of the carries right now. So let's move on into our general team update. Tremaine Washington got banged up and is listed as doubtful this week. So I'm not sure of Will's status, other than I know that he is.
He's available.
Okay, available. So
if we need him.
Yeah, he's. If we need him, we'll see.
Yeah.
And then I think the biggest news of all is
Spider-Man's back. So Devontae Parker. I called him Dominique.
You did?
Yeah, Devontae Parker.
You're allowed one mistake on this show.
I think he'll lift the confidence of our team, especially on offense. We'll have the go-to guy there. So hopefully he'll, we can use a couple touchdowns from him. I think we're going to silence Clemson. With Devontae back, the confidence, we're going to be rolling.
Well, he could be the key this week, so we'll see. All right, we're going to move on into our Dice Player of the Week. Again, one of my favorite segments, lucky number 7. My Dice Player of the Week is easy. It's Brandon Radcliffe. This is his 2nd straight 100-yard rushing game. He also caught a pass for 29 yards. So, Brandon Radcliffe, good job, buddy. My Dice Player of the Week this week on offense. AC?
You know who I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with Matt Milton. He's been here. He transferred in from Tennessee. Hadn't got very much time since he's been here, but he made some key plays. And, as a wide receiver in this system, the guys are looking for more balls and they're not getting them. But, Mr. Milton, thank you. You showed up. It's going to pay off for you.
All right, Matt Milton. Defensively, alluded to it earlier, Keith Kelsey on defense had 9 solo tackles this week. So Keith Kelsey absolutely gets my defensive Dice Player of the Week.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Holloman, he's just picking them off at 7 interceptions, leads the nation. He is he plays the position like he's in the NFL. He anticipates. He does the things that guys do that study film. That guy's smart, and he's doing a great job. So he's my defensive player.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. He definitely deserves it.
Yep.
All right, AC, my man's favorite segment here. This is wide receiver talk. You're going to have a lot to talk about this week, AC.
Well, not a lot.
Well, not a lot, but it's still all
again,
yours.
Devontae, welcome back, buddy. I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait to see Quick, Eli, all those guys. I mean, it's time to show out now. You know, we're going national TV, Saturday game, Clemson, 80,000. You know, as a receiver, those are games that you look forward to. So Gerald Christian got another touchdown this week. So we have to, again, Bobby, we got to get him the ball more. You know, I don't know what we're doing with that tight end, but we got to get that guy the ball. You know, but again, I cannot wait for Devontae to step on that field. You know, everybody I know, all the fans there, we're going to have a lot of fans down in Clemson this weekend. So,
both of us will be there.
You know, hopefully quarterbacks, let's go. Get your Wheaties. Wake up. Do something. We got to get those guys the balls. I mean, we got, as a receiving core, we caught 12 balls for 174 yards. That's not Louisville football. So we got to get it going. Let's go.
All right. Next is my favorite segment, AC's 2, I believe, the crapped out team of the week, which is a team that we felt like let the nation down. This was actually a difficult one for me because I'm going to talk about a team that I really, truly like to watch play. And that's going to be the Oregon Ducks, AC. I thought that was – I hit the easy button. I might have hit the easy button twice this week on the Oregon Ducks. They're in Eugene. Arizona Wildcats come to town. Arizona's 4-0. They were undefeated, Rich Rod, and they got the job done. And Oregon was number 2 in the nation. I did not think they were going to lose that game. I thought they were going to win handily. Like I said, I hit the easy button a couple of times.
I'm going to take it back. It wasn't that easy,
no,
was it, Ducks?
Definitely wasn't easy. No, it definitely wasn't easy.
Quack,
so
quack, yeah.
They just didn't play inspired football. So Oregon Ducks, yeah, you quacked out, crapped out. Anyway, Oregon's my crapped out team of the week.
Well, I know we didn't talk about this, but again, you know, my Wolverines, Michigan Wolverines, if we could ever get them back on track, you know, Coach, he's got to go.
Sad state of affairs.
He got to go
in Ann Arbor.
And we need to get a football coach and not a Michigan man. Okay, so Michigan, you crapped out.
All right. Next, our Paradise Picks of the Week. Another great segment that I like. AC and I are going to pick 2 games against the spread. The records now, I'm 10-2, AC 6-6. The cream literally is starting to rise to the top, as we can see here, folks. I pegged both games again last week. So anyway, let's get right into it. Auburn, the number 2 team in the nation, is taking on Mississippi State and Starkville, the number 3 team in the nation, tied with Ole Miss, the Rebels. So Starkville, cowbells are going to be in full effect, AC. This is a really tough game, by the way. I think, I've talked about this before, I think Mississippi State is going to bounce in this game after that huge win over Texas A&M. I'm going to go with Auburn as the favorite, getting 3 points. I think Auburn's going to win by more than 3, so I'm going to go with Auburn this week.
Well, Auburn is a legitimate, you know, top team. You know, you talked about the cream rising. Auburn always rises. So, I mean, they've got guys. I'm going to go with you this week with Auburn.
All right.
You know, he says he's 10-2, but you know how the NCAA tournament comes around and the woman at the office wins the pool because she picks the teams with the best colors. I liken that to his record. So he's picking teams with pretty colors.
All right, anyway, next game here, TCU, number 9 in the nation, versus Baylor, number 5 in the nation.
Wow.
Of course, Baylor plays in that beautiful new stadium, McLean Stadium, down there in Waco, Texas. Art Briles, I love his brand of football. Art Briles is really the kind of the it coach right now, I think, besides Kevin Sumlin at Texas A&M. Both those guys are great. TCU, again, this could be a bounce game. TCU beat Oklahoma at home last week, which was a great win. One that I picked, by the way, but we'll talk about that later. So I am going to go – Baylor's favored by 9. I'm actually going to stick with Texas A&M because I think 9 points is too many. I think they're going to stay closer to Baylor than 9 points.
You said TCU or Texas A&M?
TCU TCU upset – no. Mississippi State beat Texas A&M last week. So TCU's playing Baylor. TCU upset Oklahoma last week, the number 4 team in the nation. I'm going to stick with TCU. I think they stay closer to Baylor than 9 points. I'll take TCU in the points.
I'm not going to drink the juice. I'm going to go with Baylor. They're playing, and I guarantee you, I bet you Texas fans wish they would have got Mr. Browns.
Well, I think they probably will agree. And funny thing is, they see this is not even the biggest game in Texas, or this is the biggest game in Texas this week. I mean, the Red River rivalry, which is Texas versus Oklahoma, is usually on the big stage, but it's TCU down in Fort Worth and Baylor and Waco this week because they're the 2 top 10 ranked teams playing each other. So, they're a little bit overshadowed. So we'll see. The series is tied 51-51, by the way, between Baylor and TCU. So something's going to have to give this week.
Go Bears.
We'll see. All right, we got a couple of games here, our easy button games. And actually, quick note here, congrats to St. X. I need to throw a little wrinkle in here. They beat the Trinity Shamrocks for the first time in 7 tries. So good job, St. X. I thought I'd throw it in for a friend of mine, Todd Big Daddy Siegel. So
let me throw you something else. Them
How about
Tigers,
those Bulldogs?
Them Tigers got to play them male Bulldogs, too, this week.
Is that what's coming up this week? Okay. That's a
Saturday
bounce
night.
game for St. X. I'll take male in that game. All right, first game, AC. Georgia's going to travel to Columbia to play Missouri. Missouri's been up and down. I think Georgia gets it done in that game.
I'm going to say Todd Gurley. That's enough to be said.
Yeah, I agree. The Red River rivalry, which we talked about earlier, we got Texas and Oklahoma. This one is too easy. Oklahoma's going to smoke Texas. I don't think it's a game.
I agree.
Now, Ole Miss and Texas A&M. At Texas A&M, A&M was upset last week by Mississippi State. Ole Miss beat Alabama last week. I think Ole Miss bounces. I think Texas A&M wins this game at home.
We cannot agree on every pick this week. Ole Miss, they're playing fabulous. And I did say that. Fabulous. I'm
That's
with
cute.
you. Ole Miss.
All right. So we're going to move on now to our favorite topic, and that's the Louisville Cardinal football team. They're going to be traveling to Clemson, Memorial Stadium in Death Valley. We'll both be there, so we'll be cheering on our Cards this week.
Go Cards.
We will have pictures on our Facebook page, by the way. If you're not a friend of ours on Facebook page, you might want to tune into that. The Ville is a 10-point underdog this week. It's probably justified, I would think. We'll see what happens. Devontae Parker returns, so we'll see how that moves the line, if it does at all. Could that be a game changer for us? Will the offense start clicking? There's a lot of what-ifs and question marks. We need to score points, though.
I think we'll play with more confidence on offense, and the defense will show up. I got faith. Mr. Grantham, he's been our dice player for the last few weeks also. But, Clemson has a freshman who has poise like a guy that used to play with us, Teddy Bridgewater. So if that freshman is rolling, it's going to be a hard day for us. But I'm going to pick U of L.
All right. We're going to get to that right here at the end. But Clemson's averaging 40 points a game. They're only giving up 22 points a game. So if our defense can stop their offense, I think Louisville has a real chance. They have a real nice freshman quarterback, Deshaun Watson. You just talked about earlier. He has 1,180 yards on the season, 12 touchdowns. He's only thrown 1 interception. So the kid takes care of the ball. So something's going to have to give. Louisville has the top-rated D in the nation. So, like I said, it's going to be an interesting game, their offense against our defense. Like I said earlier, we need to score. I hate to have this reality check, but I think instead of being a homer, I think Clemson's going to win this game. I think it's going to be close, but I think Clemson might win this game 27-21. We'll see. We'll see. I'd love for Louisville to win it, but I'm going to go with Clemson 27-21, AC.
They will not get 40 points.
I'm not saying they're getting 40 points either.
Freshman will throw 3 interceptions.
Three picks.
How am I going to get 2? I'm just saying.
It's your time to talk.
All right. We'll beat them. 28-21.
28-21. All right, kids. That wraps up that part of the show. We got our special segment again. This is installment number 2. Granny, we got our Granny the Greek pick of the week. She's going to come on in here. We're going to see if we can figure out a game for Granny to get right this week. She loved the Texas Longhorns last week. Isn't that right, Granny?
Oh, she's holding
Come on in here. Watch yourself there. Don't trip. We don't have insurance.
Come on, Granny.
Yeah, we don't have
We'll
insurance.
get you. I'll catch you. I can
Yeah,
still
there you
catch.
go. You got you?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got
All right,
you,
Granny's
Granny.
going to join us again. She's still supporting the Longhorns. Remember,
I
Granny,
don't
this is
know
a
why.
family show, so make sure you hold up the right fingers. All right, let's see what we got going on here. A lot of games on the docket. We're going to go with the schedule here. I'm sorry I should have been more prepared for you. I don't want to. I know your time is valuable.
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't say hi out there.
Oh, say hi to
My
everybody. Yep,
fans.
say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay. A lot of good games. You know, the Orange are playing again this week. You know, we took them down last week. Oh, you want to hit the easy button. Okay. Florida State's playing Syracuse. You got a lot of ranked teams with Auburn and Mississippi State.
Oh, wow.
I know. TCU's playing Baylor.
Well, they
AC and I
got
picked that one ago.
Offensive.
And Granny, you chose Texas last week, and that definitely wasn't easy.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna move this far away from you.
So you got the Oregon Ducks.
I like that.
So
Well, you don't make a deal.
yeah, that's right.
Mine,
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So the Oregon Ducks have the UCLA
Wait a
Bruins.
minute. I want to ask you something.
Go
you
ahead.
said, I believe, Spider's back. Where's he been?
Oh, he's been injured. His name's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He's been injured.
Devontae
yeah,
Parker.
Yeah, Devontae
My
Parker.
goodness.
I know he's a wide receiver for Louisville.
It's a dangerous game.
He hurt his toe. It is a dangerous game, right?
Yeah.
That's why only men play it.
Yeah.
That's why only men play.
A few girls play. Don't be like that.
Yeah, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Granny, who's another great team that
Whoa, there's so many.
who do you want to pick this week? Who's just kind of jumping off the page at you? I mean,
Well,
you're
if I
probably
had
one
my
that bettors pay
glasses, it'd
attention.
Jump better.
Yeah, I mean, you just grab you a game.
There
Can
you
you
go,
see that
Granny.
okay?
Yeah.
I'll make that bigger for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Thank
there you
you.
go.
honey.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just here to help.
Yes, yes. Okay.
All right,
Let's see
so-
here. Rice at Army.
Rice at Army. Granny likes Rice at Army. That's the Rice Owls against the Army Cadets. You know, that's one of the armed services
I thought we were
divisions there,
having
Granny.
Rice in the Army.
Well, no, they probably do serve a lot of rice in
I
the
didn't
Army,
know
but
that,
that's
honey.
on CBS Network, Rice and Army. Who do you like in that game, Granny? Give us a pick.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I think I'll go with. So hard to choose. I'm sorry.
Just like Jeopardy.
I got it.
All right, who you got?
West Virginia and Texas Tech.
All
I
right, well,
like
you jumping up.
Texas.
You like Texas Tech?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's guns blazing. That's Texas Tech
Oh,
right
yes,
there.
honey.
All right, and everybody likes their head coach
I'm
too.
liking it.
Cliff
You love those
Kingsbury.
Texas teams, don't you,
Yeah,
Granny?
Yep, she does. And Cliff Kingsbury right here, Granny. This is Texas Tech. You might want guns up here, Texas Tech
Oh,
here.
yeah, I
There you
knew
go.
that.
There you go. You got
You
it.
kind of got a little Texas
I kinda
flavor now. You got to get them on there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just guns, you know,
Little
like little
angler.
guns.
There you
That's
go.
good.
You got
That's
it.
good.
You got it.
All right,
You
folks.
see, I like you a lot.
Well, hang on. Now we're getting
All right,
carried
good.
away. We're gonna have to wrap up the show there. She likes him better than me. All right, kids. I'm JP.
And I'm AC.
This is Cardinal Paradise, and that's how we roll.